Welcome back, everybody. It's your man, Poppahack. As always, my man, Payday on the Beat, Bob. What's going on, Bobo? What you want to talk about?
Talking about Prison Earth. And we'll go into like
Prison
a little bit of maybe sci-fi, like simulation theory, the alien breeding ground, or even like real life financial situations, like being trapped in a daily cycle.
All right, explain this Prison Earth shit.
All right, well,
explain yourself.
We'll start with the alien breeding ground theory. Like all of the ancient gods, like the Sumerians, the Egyptians, and the Mayans, they all thought like the gods were alien beings who were conducting genetic experiments on humans. So like some people like believe that we are a breeding ground. Like they're just, what's like the point of life? Reproduction. Why? You know what I mean? Everyone knows that. Oh, the only point in life, like for a cell, is to divide, to multiply.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I get that. I don't believe in the whole we're here just to breed. Like, 'cause what, they're not using us. If that was the case, what would they put us here for? Like, what are they?
What if alien abductions were like what was like part of a government like hidden harvesting program? Like people disappearing, they're the aliens just taking us.
There's not enough people disappearing at the same time for it to make sense to me. Like, what are they only going to take? Fucking 30 people a year, all over the whole planet, like the entire planet.
That's just what you know of. Like, you only hear of missing people like in the area that you live in.
I mean, yeah,
like outside of like where like Pittsburgh, like you say like, oh, some guy just disappeared from Oklahoma. No, you would have no idea.
I get that, but
like there might be 30 people disappearing around our area, and then multiply that by every city, every state, every country.
Do you believe this theory?
I like the theory, and I think anything's possible. We can't prove that it didn't happen, even though it might be like a little crazy.
I mean, that's like saying there's the reptile people living in the Earth's core or down like underground or whatever the hell they say those people are living. Like, you can't, just because you don't see it doesn't mean you shouldn't deny it, but like you can't believe everything. Like, you believe that we're put here for alien experimentation, basically, is what you're saying.
I'm saying for what we consider the like point of life, reproduction.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did it have to be that?
Why is that like one of the reasons you're saying, or why? What? Yeah,
and like the ancient gods were supposed, like they're depicted as aliens. Like, you ever see like a pharaoh or anyone, they wear like those masks, they have those different heads and stuff.
Yeah.
That's because like way back, like they were aliens.
So you think that at one point in time there truly was those gods or aliens or whatever, they existed and they were here, and now they're just magically gone?
So I guess realistically, you ever see the evolution? Like, you have like the
chart of evolution. Yeah,
we have a common ancestor with like chimpanzees. I think that missing ancestor could have been what's considered the alien.
So you think an alien came down here and fucked a chimpanzee?
No, I'm saying an alien, like a different species that we haven't like detected yet. Like the missing link in evolution, that missing ancestor.
Yeah, I mean,
who could that be?
I thought that was what the Neanderthals were. I thought they were like the missing link, technically. I didn't know there was like still to this day a missing link on. Like,
there's a missing link. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. The whole Prison Earth with the aliens and the abduction. I don't know, man. That's far fetched, dude. That's like a flat Earth theory. I don't.
Well, genetically, like we have so much junky DNA. Why is it there?
It might not be junk
waiting to be activated.
It might not be junk DNA. It's just DNA that we're not familiar with, and we can't explain what it is.
Well, we just call it junk DNA because it doesn't really make proteins or anything, but could still like influence. Like, if someone could like activate our DNA and stuff, like it could do a lot. They could turn us all into zombies.
Those could be like the Like, like when there's a wreck, the car is like under a school bus or something. You hear like how the mom lifted the school bus up.
Yeah.
The adrenaline rush or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Activating the junk DNA. That's our superpower.
Yeah, that could, like a superpower kind of sort of like something like that. Or like when people have like crazy, super, like ridiculous fast reflexes to the point to where like they can't catch a bullet like flying by them, like, or not getting hurt. So I don't, maybe not necessarily a bullet, but like, or like those people you ever see. I mean, it's going to be crazy to say this, but I just watched a video of a crackhead junkie dude doing a backflip off of a 2-story building. He hit the ground hard as shit, like on his feet and rolled, but he stood up and was completely like fine. Like that could be like his superhero junk DNA, whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't know, man. I just
you got to take drugs to activate those.
If that was the case, there would be superheroes everywhere or supervillains everywhere.
Maybe. I mean, I think we're being like suppressed.
We're being suppressed.
Yeah, like our DNA, man. It's like gene expressions and stuff. Like all the junk DNA. Like once it's activated, it's gonna be crazy. Superheroes everywhere.
I can't get behind. I can't get behind the alien part. I can't get behind that.
Well, because you're thinking of an alien as in like something from like another galaxy.
What the hell type of alien are you thinking of?
Just like an unknown species.
Unknown species that's on Earth that we don't know about.
Yeah. Or something that existed hundreds of thousands of years ago that's extinct or hiding in our oceans. Like, who knows?
The aliens in oceans. Hey man, revert back to that episode. So when it comes to like how you're saying like aliens or something or another species that was living all those times ago, they were so unique and above us. I just don't see them dying. Like I don't like. I mean, I guess old age, but like there would only be X amount of them. Like because we would die off if like that was the case. Which I mean, we do die off, but like there's so many of us multiplied that like it doesn't change much.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, they wouldn't be like extinct. They would have like once technology gets so advanced, like if we start uploading our consciousness into computers, we won't need to have a biological form, and we would still exist.
You would just be like my portable hard drive right here. You would just be on that hard drive, and then guess what? I break that hard drive, then you're gone forever.
Yeah, you'd have to upload it into like some kind of like synthetic orb or something. I don't know. Like put the whole world inside of like a floating orb.
You'd have like say if that something like that were to happen. Okay, not the orb thing, but like you can upload your consciousness onto a hard drive or whatever.
Yeah, I'm saying like my orb is like a super drive.
Okay, yeah. Well, say you do that. So you only got these memories now. Okay, like at this part in your life. Mm-hmm. So then. And a little bit longer, a couple catastrophic events happen in your life, car wreck or I don't know, divorce, whatever. Imagine being able to like just go back and like, you know what? I just want to restart this. So let me go back to that old hard drive to like erase all these memories.
Oh yeah. Like a backup. You can save backups in life. That would be cool.
Yeah. That'd be your respawn point.
That would be like the block universe. Like block universe is you ever watch those like old movie reels where it's like each picture at a time goes past like a projector? Yeah. But block like universe theory is like the past, present, and the future exists all together. You're just in the current block.
That's like a unique way to look at it. That's how it
like explains. You ever hear like the fourth dimension is time?
Yeah.
Like we're in a 3-dimensional world, but the fourth dimension is time. Yeah. So it's kind of like goes off of that. If you just picture like not a grid of every like instance of time exist.
Yeah, I get it. I understand it. That's like a concept that's another one that like I can't just like agree or believe. Like, oh, you think everything's happening all right now?
In school, everyone knows like the past, the present, the future. That's like philosophy. That's not like it's not like a real thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is. because
No, some
the
people.
stuff, when I was last year, I was doing something different. That was in the past. I moved forward. This year, now I'm doing something
but you
else.
can't show
right
me.
now.
But you can't show me that.
Sure,
you
I can.
Show me,
There's
you can't show me
videos.
yesterday. But say
Yeah,
like you have a picture or
go
a video.
look at my. You can go look at my Snapchat. There's my yesterday.
Yeah. So and like it gets crazy when like people think that the future determines the past.
Nah, that don't make no sense.
Like you only know of yesterday because of what you're going to do in 5 minutes from now.
Nah, I'm
even
not
though it
buying
technically hasn't happened, but it will happen.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just not buying that whole theory at all. I don't believe time travel ever will exist. I don't believe none of that. I don't. There's nothing that you can make me think time travel is ever going to happen. So whether we know the future or not. Now they say if we can somehow figure out how to break is it light speed? I think it is.
The speed of light, yeah.
Yeah, if we break that, technically, like say we go somewhere at the speed of light away from Earth, and then we come back, time will, to us, it might be instant, but here time would pass so long, so fast.
Yeah, we'd have to approach the speed of light.
Yeah.
We could never reach it.
Yeah, because if we reach it, then we do pass. I think it's like, I can't remember what they said. I think they said like thousands of years ahead or something. I don't even remember what it was.
Well, like back when I used to research it, I used to think like, oh, if you can go faster than light, then you would be traveling backwards in time. But like since like anything with mass can't achieve the speed of light because it requires an infinite amount of energy.
That's because it's constant. It's a constant thing. It's just damn.
Yeah, so you can go like 90% the speed of light.
That'd be still crazy. I mean, you're still there.
It'd be a lot of energy.
Oh, excuse me.
But yeah, so I guess that's more of the sci-fi part of Prison Earth. Other things like maybe credit card debt. Everyone has credit cards or a department like charge card.
Yeah.
The invisible chains to like modern day slavery.
See, I differ.
And I'm talking about, I didn't realize it until like I first had like a credit card balance with like $10,000. And then I get like my statement in the mail. It says like minimum payment and how long it would take to pay off. It was like 200 years.
Well, here's the thing. That's the problem with credit cards and debt and all that stuff. People borrow money that they, in their mind at first, they're like, yeah, I'll pay it back. And then when somebody gives them that type of money, they're like, I don't know how I'm going to pay this back. Like you just said, it would take 200 years making a minimum payment. Like that's why you just pay off your balance. Don't borrow what you can't pay. Like,
yeah, but I mean, it still like locks you in if you pay it off in 5 years. Even like car loans, like why do people finance? Now they have like 8-year car loans.
Damn,
like three to five. Like when I first like started driving, like that was like still a long time. But now they have like 8-year car loans. Like that is crazy to like lock yourself as a prisoner on Earth for 8 years, going to work every day to pay for a vehicle.
I mean, vehicles are nuts nowadays too. They have like, common vehicles like the Escalade, the new Escalade starts out at the minimum, I think like $90,000 or something. Like,
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a fucking house.
Well, it used to be a house. Now it's hard to find a house for that much money.
Well, I mean, my 3-bedroom house cost $80,000, and that was 4 years ago when we purchased it. So
that was a good time to buy too, probably.
Yeah. Everything wasn't high, but still, credit card debt. I feel like you don't borrow the money, aka don't use it if you don't have it, and that'd be like if like not you because I would loan you money, but if like one of my friends who like I'm friends with, but like I'm not like I don't talk to them every day, friends, more acquaintances, I guess you could say. But if like somebody like that would call me and be like, "Hey man, can I borrow $300 or $200 out of nowhere?" I'd be like, "What? Like what the hell? Like no, don't you have a job? Like what do you mean?"
Yeah.
No.
I mean, but I guess even like with credit scores, because we're talking about credit cards, like a imaginary number like dictates your access to homes, vehicles, jobs.
So that number, yeah, it's imaginary, but it's not imaginary. Like everybody starts out with your average, and then when you don't pay back the money that they risk letting you borrow, then that affects your score, because then, AKA, you become a shitty person to them. So then they're gonna like spread the word to other people, like, "Hey, he's a shitty person. I let him borrow $10,000."
Well, remember, this is prison Earth. So, do you think poor people are more affected by credit scores than rich people?
Well, that's common sense. That would the question answers itself. But also, that's like saying
prison Earth.
But people who are more poor or in poverty would not spend their money on stupid, frivolous things, then they would have more money. Like,
I see it as, wow. Okay, so hold on, let me give you some info. I think poor people need to finance a vehicle because they can't pay cash. They will finance a house, like, get a mortgage, all that, because they can't pay cash. So I think it keeps like poor people from leveling up.
Nah, man, I feel the difference, because like
a rich person, get a mortgage. Yeah, a rich person doesn't even have to use credit, and they'll still maintain a perfect score.
Yeah, I understand that part, but like, you can get a mortgage. All you got to do is make your monthly fucking payments, and your credit will still be good.
Yeah,
that's
so
all.
For 30 years, trapped, making payments.
I mean, I look at it as an investment. How much more could I get the value of that house to go up in if it lasts 30 years, like, like if you're going to pay on the loan for 30 years, but you gotta look at ways to improve it so you can make money off of it, or like flip it and sell it. Yeah. Then there you go. Like, there's multiple ways for people to do stuff. It's just the whole credit thing is that just establishes a line of credit with strangers for borrowing money.
Why can't like a man's word be good enough? Like, how much you want for this? Okay, I'll pay you this much. Like, where does the credit score come into play? I'm saying, why can't my word be good?
that happened back in the day, and it didn't work out with strangers. With you and me, yeah, I would trust you, but with a stranger, like someone that lives 3 doors down, who I know my neighbor lives there because I've seen him the last 4 years. And I know he works every day, but if he randomly asks me to borrow money, I'm not giving him fucking money. I don't know him like that. So that's why they risk.
Shout out to Mike's neighbor.
That's why they risk the credit line, because the rich people are putting the risk up of giving you money that you don't have. In return, you're going to pay it back and pay more.
Pay a lot more.
Well, hey, you're the one that's agreeing to it, though. You don't have to agree to that term.
I think like interest rates right now, like 7 or 8%, like when they're like a little bit, which is high for like a house. But if you buy like a $300,000 home, within 30 years, you pay almost $1 million for it.
Yeah, because you don't have
double the price.
Well, but you don't have that $300,000 up front. Look, hold on. Think of it this way, okay? Say there's 3 of us, okay? I'm selling a house. You want to buy a house, and Jeremy has the money for you to borrow from Jeremy to give it to me. Jeremy lets you borrow the money. You buy the house off of me for $20,000, okay? No, we'll say $300,000. That's what you just said. We'll say $300,000.
Yeah, but realistically, he's not going to give me. He doesn't have that much money. Like.
Hey, just say a bank then. I'm just trying to use a third person. Say a bank. You borrow $300,000 from a bank. The bank gives you the money at the risk of you possibly not paying it back. So then I get the money. I'm automatically done. I'm free. I got $300,000, and I give up my house, and I go buy whatever the hell else I buy, whatever. I'm out of the picture now. I have nothing to do with you in the bank. The bank might not want this damn house. So you're $300,000 in the hole. The bank now owns the house technically until you pay it off. So they took all the risk. Now your credit's down because you take the hit when you buy the house and all that. But they took the risk of giving you that money. So if you don't pay them back, you're out of a house. Now you look like crap to other other creditors, other people that you can borrow money from, because they said, "Yo, he borrowed 300,000." That's like just with friends. Yo, Bobby borrowed $300,000 off of me, and he ain't paying me back. Fuck him. So like, it's just literally a word. That's a way of tracking the word of mouth. Though your word.
My word would be worth more because a bank will only give you the money that the house is appraised at. They're not gonna. You can't sell me like a $100,000 house, and I tell the bank I need $1 million because it doesn't back it up. So like for the risk, like the bank would get the property that's worth the amount of the loan.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I don't think like bank takes like risk like that.
Hell yeah, they do, dude, because you're borrowing the money that you might not pay back.
Yeah, but they have the property that's worth the amount that they're giving me. So they have all the money that I gave them. Inflation over the years, now it's worth more.
Technically, yeah, it would be, but then like you even said yourself, like it's a bad time to buy houses. So the house could just be sitting there, and now they're losing money because they're not paying them. No one's paying the mortgage back on it, and the house there's nobody in it, so no one's buying it. So then say no one buys it for 5 years. That's 5 extra years that's gone that they could have sold it, but nobody wanted it. So they're losing all that. The house is definitely getting dirty and dusty. They're not sending cleaners every week or every month like they should. The furnace ain't running regularly, like regular stuff. They're not running water for those 5 years constantly to make sure the pipes ain't getting fucked up, the toilet ain't rotting out or nothing like that. So like, banks take major risks. That's why you can't go by your word of mouth.
They're scumbags. So imagine like, someone just graduates high school. They're like, hey, I'm going to go to college. Do you know anyone who's needed a cosigner for a student loan? Like, that is ridiculous to me.
I mean, you're borrowing money again. That's the same thing. You're borrowing money.
That's the next step in life. You just wasted like 12 years in high school, like, grade school and everything. Now you need to get a cosigner to continue your education when you were forced to train that long.
I mean, I get it. Like, well, school is just essentially common knowledge. That's all that is. That's just like get you to get by.
Say you get a cosigner, or you're lucky you don't need one. So now you graduate. You're like, I got my job. I'm going to buy a house. Oh, you can't because your credit score has student loans on it.
I mean, you got to pay them. I mean, if you're borrowing the money, you got to pay it back.
I know you got to pay it back, but I'm saying like, the system. We're in a prison.
Nah, man. If you think you're not going to be able to, if you have even the slightest hint of you believe you're not going to be able to pay it back, don't borrow money. Don't get that job. Don't go to school. Don't even risk buying a house and just keep renting. There's no point of you going to school if you don't plan on paying that back, because then eventually they start going after your assets. They'll go after your taxes. They'll attach your wages. They're going to get their money back regardless. But now you locked down. It's just a slower. Yeah, it's a slower process. You can't borrow money without not wanting to pay it back or not expecting people to pay it, like want their money back. Like that's a no-brainer. I'm not going to let you borrow money because I don't think you're going to pay me back. Like, you sound like you just tried to buy a house and you're upset.
No, I didn't try to buy a house. I would pay cash for a house.
I'm just saying.
No, I would never I'm never financing anything anymore. Be cash.
Not even your car. You're talking about getting a new truck and a new vehicle and all that.
No, that's why I'm payday. No, vehicle, cash, or unless it's in a business. If it's a business vehicle, I would lease something, so I could write it off.
All right, but let's hear some more of these theories and some more stuff.
Well, you said you should continue renting, so I was waiting until you were finished. But
no, I'm good. That's it.
Renting, so now you're paying more to own nothing, and people try to like say, oh well, if something goes wrong, it's your landlord. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree with it.
It costs more to rent something now than it does to buy something. And I think it's wrong. You have these big companies buying thousands and thousands of single home families, like all the houses.
I agree.
And like increasing all the like prices of all of them. It's like artificially inflating prices of houses.
So, I mean, I agree. I 100% agree that it sucks that rent has gone up, but that's, again, that falls back on people being pieces of shit. Like, they're not supposed to have pets and they're letting their dogs, they sneak a dog in, they destroy their property, or they're just shitty tenants and their kids fucking draw all over the walls, or they stain up carpets and shit. My job, I work in maintenance care for properties. We have over 1,000 properties just in my center. That doesn't count the South Hills, and that doesn't count out William Penn. So I know what shitty tenants are.
Yeah, tenants.
Just today, we went into a house and we're looking. We had to shut the water off, and it's weird because it's a 2-unit house. It's a row house, and the water shut off for the right house is inside the left. So we had to go into the left one to shut it off, and we noticed when we went in there, the ceiling in the living room was leaking. So we're like, what the hell? That's coming from the bathroom.
Yeah.
So we're up there trying to find out what it is, and the tenants are home, and I asked the tenant, I'm like, hey, how long has this been leaking? And the dude was like, I don't know. I've been here about a month and a half. It's been leaking the entire time since I've been here. I'm like, water's just dripping from your ceiling, and you didn't decide to tell us. This is a really nice hardwood floor, and it's been dripping for a month and a half that he's been there. There's other tenants in that house that have been there longer than him, and who knows how long it's leaking. Those are shitty fucking tenants. They're just letting more damage occur, and that's why landlords up the cost of the rent.
Because I see it the other way.
Shitty people out there that aren't fucking taking care of something that they're essentially borrowing. They're borrowing the home. They're renting the home, and they're just shitty. They're just shitty tenants. They're not taking care of it.
I don't know. I agree with the prices of rent, because I'm the complete opposite. If there's something wrong in the house and I'm renting it, I'm going to try to leave it alone or fix it myself so my rent doesn't go up.
Why would your rent go up to fix a problem?
Because the landlord has to put more money into it. And then they'll say, oh, yeah, the taxes and all this stuff's going up. I have to increase your rent $50. Like, they do all that stuff. That's
why you sign your lease, and they can't raise it. They can't raise it. Like, you sign that lease, they can't raise it. So I don't know. I don't know. I deal with a lot of shitty tenants. So I'm on the landlord side of it. And being here, owning this house, if I ever rent it out, I'm going to have to do extensive background checks. I'm not going to rent it to a single grandma with 3 empty bedrooms that I know she's going to fill with her 13 grandkids, and they're going to destroy my house. That's not happening. I don't care. I wouldn't dare rent the house to anybody like that. Nah, not happening. Or I would just get a company to manage it and let them deal with it, and then they have to deal with all the fucking problems that come from the tenants and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. All right, come on.
Something financing stuff. So we'll switch subjects now, because we're going to run out of time shortly. So what do you think about the big tech companies, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook? Because this is prison earth. You have on TikTok, you have a FYP. The algorithm shows you stuff to keep you entertained. Do you think these big tech companies are just entertaining prisoners, trying to keep us scrolling on our phones? Do you think people really develop habits out of nowhere to just keep scrolling timelines and watching YouTube videos? Or do you think these tech companies are putting specific videos geared towards the individual to keep them locked in?
Yeah, it's 100% towards your liking, to keep you locked in and keep you coming back for more. That's the whole point of it. If not, there wouldn't be ads running. People wouldn't be paying to have ads shown on there, which hopefully we get soon, because we would love to have you guys and have ads playing and us get paid for that. But no, that's the whole point. I don't think that's part of Prison Earth. I think that's just a whole, they developed a product. We like it, and we stay on there. So there's X amount of people on there, millions and millions, and they're going to make some money. They're going to throw a bunch of ads on there. But For You page, that just makes me enjoy it more, because if I was watching videos of cheerleading competitions, I'd be like, what the hell is this stupid shit on here for? I don't want to watch this. But if I'm watching races or video game stuff or
I don't like things like that. Yeah, I'll never click I'm interested or show me more like this because I like
I
to
don't do that as
learn
much.
like new stuff.
Yeah, I don't ever lock myself into that. There is a science, math, and I can't remember what the other. It's whatever the STEM is. The science, technology, information, and mathematical. I think it is. I can't remember what it stands for. But there is on TikTok, and a lot of people didn't even know that. You can just swipe right over to it
Yeah, I saw it.
and
Yeah.
be on there, and it shows. Dude, there's some cool ass videos on there. There are some cool ass videos. I'll catch myself scrolling on there for a while too, but doom scrolling, as I like to call it. Yeah, I do that almost every night, but every night before I go to bed, I'll sit there and doom scroll my phone for like an hour. I'll have the TV on and I'll be sitting there doing it, and I'm just like, whoa, my eyes are burning. I'm looking at my phone too long, and then I'm like, all right, time to go to bed, and I just get off it. But I definitely do that.
Like on a regular basis.
Yeah,
Like
I probably do it every night.
saying. So you don't think that you're a prisoner to like the big tech companies?
No, because I can live without TikTok. I can live without Facebook. I don't
know.
give a shit about the. We can live without all those apps.
I don't
dude.
think I mean,
honestly,
physically, yeah, you could be able to survive, but I don't think people would like give up the habit. I don't think they can. I think they're prisoners.
I like being able to see like what my friend did today without me actually having to talk to them. So if they post something on there, I don't have to call you. I got, we got hundreds of thousands of friends. Like, I only call like maybe a handful of like 5 to 7 people on a daily basis, if not every other day, just to be like, yo, what's up? What are you doing? What'd you do today? Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll call you. Hey, what's going on? How's the kids? Anything happen? What's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do that for someone that I went to school with in kindergarten that I'm just randomly friends with on Facebook. But something that I do on there is every time I see it's somebody's birthday, I'll say happy birthday to them at least. Like,
yeah, I mean, Facebook, hey, that's usually where I like leave the comment. Like Facebook only is for birthdays. Like that's what I think Facebook's only purpose is right now for me.
I don't feel like
this person a happy birthday.
But I do go on Facebook, obviously on my birthday, and I see like, oh, so and so said happy birthday. And when somebody like who I don't communicate with all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when you see someone, or if it's their birthday and you're like, I'm just gonna maybe later, but you never get around to it.
No. There's that notification you get now. You just click it and
I'm saying you comment happy birthday on everyone's birthday. Everyone that you're friends with.
Listen, I don't know what Facebook version you have. I have the Facebook beta. I've been in that forever. Yeah. When it's someone's birthday, in my notifications, I click it. It says it's this person's birthday, and it shows like 5 other people's whose birthday it is. It's automatically typed up happy birthday with some emojis on there.
Yeah, but you send it to everyone you're friends with.
I just click post. That's it. I click one fucking button, and it automatically posts on each person's birthday, whoever it is. If I'm on Facebook in the morning and it pops up and I see it, I'm going to do it. It takes me 2 seconds to make somebody happy.
I don't know how to check it. Like mine doesn't tell me like the birthday. I usually see the, you know how people comment like, hey, thanks for the birthday wishes.
Yeah.
Then I'll like go on and like leave the comment.
Oh yeah. No, mine pops up in my notifications that it's so-and-so's birthday today. And when I click on it, it'll show like the 3 people's birthday that's today or 4 people's birthday that's today. And then it's already pre-typed up happy birthday. And I just, click happy birthday or whatever. Sometimes I'll like erase because it'll be whatever their Facebook name is. Mm. So sometimes I'll like erase their name if they have like a nickname or something. I call them and I'll type it in. But yeah, like, I'll always tell somebody happy birthday if it's their birthday, man. Like, imagine it being your birthday and like your own mom doesn't tell you happy birthday. Like, you'd be kind of pissed.
Like when it's my birthday, it's just whoever I'm with on that day and like maybe 3 people that I even am concerned about.
I could name that tell you happy birthday, you mean?
Yeah, like if I check my social media and I have 100 like happy birthday like things to me, then you have to like them and write thank you and all that.
I mean, yeah, you can, or you can just write one the next day, like, hey, thanks for birthday wishes.
Make like a group one this year.
Yeah, just do whatever. I mean, yeah, but no, I make sure I tell if I see it's someone's birthday on Facebook, I make sure I tell them happy birthday, dude. It takes fucking a whole 2 seconds to click post. That's it. Like, even if I don't even, like I said, even if they're that person from kindergarten. Now, what I do on my birthday is, like I said, if somebody I'm not that really cool with or close with, and they comment happy birthday, I like it, all that, and I will click on their page and see what the hell they got going on in their life and all that stuff. That's the only time that I will like ever do. My birthday or the couple days afterwards, I'll scroll and click on each person's profile just to see like if they got anything going on specifically in their life that they're sharing on Facebook, and just be like, oh, so and so just bought a house, or so and so just went to Hawaii or whatever. Like that's it. But other than that, like, nah, I don't. I use Facebook a lot for video calls to like.
I use Messenger, like, but that's it.
I mean,
like actual Facebook itself, like just for birthdays.
Yeah, just for birthdays.
Yeah. Instagram. On Instagram, I'll click the little magnifying glass, and then I see all these like women like pop off and stuff. Like that's all it shows me.
I use Facebook too for like all the groups I'm in, like the different game groups I'm in and shit, and like I'm in a couple podcast groups on there too, like so stuff like that. But I do like the groups. I like that a lot actually. But you can do that on Reddit too, but I just don't like Reddit. Reddit just seems so like, I don't know.
So you're stuck in like a digital prison.
I mean, no, not really. I don't necessarily need it. I'm not like, I don't fiend for it. Or I don't wake up scratching like I need to go on Facebook and see what's going on.
Even when you go to the store and you use your little debit card, it's all digital money.
I can go to the bank and withdraw it though, and then it's in my hand, physical money.
Yeah.
That's a whole other.
Do you though?
When I'm going to the club, that's about it. Look at my nails. Freya painted my nails yesterday. They all wore off. But all right, everybody. I think that's going to wrap up this episode of what did we all talk about, Bob? I forget. Prison
Earth, alien breeding farm, credit score, keeping the poor poor.
Keeping the poor. Yeah. All right, all you stereo heads, we appreciate you liking, commenting, and telling us what you like and what you don't like about the show. Remember to tune in, turn up, because life is better in stereo. We'll see you guys later.